Morning.
That guy was skewered.
The mic on? Can you hear me okay? Good morning. I'd like to reconvene our regular session. We have just exited from closed session where there was no action taken. A bit of a record today. We've never had somebody submit a blue form before the meeting actually began. So, Bert Wilson, if you're in the room, you're a record setter, buddy. I'd like to begin with the chair's report. And as those of you who follow our activity here, you know that this has been my first month as the chairman of the Delta Stewardship Council. I want to begin with a formal recognition of our immediately past chairman, Mr. Phil Eisenberg. At the last meeting, it was uncertain what the succession would be, and I was honored to be selected, and I made some comments, but I didn't fully show my appreciation for my mentor, Phil Eisenberg, who I've worked with very closely for the last 4 years. So if you will indulge me, I have a little gift I want to present.
A bag of almonds?
A bag of almonds?
This is a reportable gift. I thought that if I grew a goatee similar to your goatee, that would be sufficient. Let's see here. Oh, wait. This is a poster that I use. It's the Eisenberg First Rule of Public Policy, and Randy and I talked about it 3 years ago. Actually, you all know what it means?
No.
Share it.
I mean, you don't know what it means. Dotted line, 2 points, and big red X. Well, the lesson always is, in public policy, the shortest distance between 2 points is never a straight line. And so that's, I gave Randy a hand-drawn copy, and I am deeply honored to get this. I appreciate it.
All right.
This looks like no tunnels, Bill.
You'll get your turn to speak, Bert. The artwork that was, as Phil pointed out, was done originally by him on a 4x6 piece of paper. And I commissioned an artist, the daughter of a former Turlock mayor, to do the artwork. And so we have a mayor's daughter, a former mayor's daughter, doing the artwork for a former mayor. So Phil, publicly, I just want to thank you for your mentorship and your confidence in me, and how you've included me every step of the way the last 4 years. Look forward to working with you very closely as we move ahead. And that artwork is symbolic of how you have helped me to lower my expectations of the achievable things that can be done at the state level in government. But we are committed to implement a Delta plan, and we're moving forward with gusto to do everything we can do to be helpful to the agencies that have responsibilities. So thank you.
Thank you. I said nice things about you last time. Do you want me to repeat them?
No, we're done.
Okay.
Okay, so this last month, in regards to the chairman's report, has been a very busy month for me. We have a Delta Plan Interagency Implementation Committee meeting scheduled for April 9th, and much of the activity that I've been involved in this last month has been in regards to helping formulate and set plans to conduct that meeting on April 9th. I have met with the majority of the 16 agencies, including ourselves, that will be seated at that table when we meet on April 9th. I've had an opportunity to evaluate our progress on implementing the entire Delta plan, in addition to focusing on implementation committee issues. I've met recently with Delta stakeholders, both from San Joaquin and Contra Costa County, have discussed levee recommendations, invasive species, and storage recommendations that are in the Delta Plan, as well as risk management, which we'll be hearing more from experts today. Had several meetings with the administration, in particular in response to their water action plan and the work they're doing to implement that dovetails and coincides and parallels the work that we are doing. Several of the issues in the Delta Plan are exactly what's included in the water action plan, as well as the great work that the administration has been doing in response to this critical drought. A number of meetings have been focused on that, and I had the opportunity recently to address the Capital Weekly and UC Davis Water Conference, where I took the opportunity to shy away from describing the differences and the conflicts, and instead chose to elevate the areas of cooperation. And it's clear that as we've seen this administration respond in meaningful ways to the crisis that we have of the drought, and how we've seen state and federal agencies working together with a sharper focus than we've seen for some time. From the Delta Stewardship Council's perspective, and with our long-term view of the Delta Plan, it's my hope, and I express this in the speech, that we can continue as the drought subsides and we move on to other things. We can keep the same level of cooperation and focus on implementing Water Action Plan initiatives and Delta Plan initiatives. So that's a highlight of my first month on the job, and I thank you for the opportunity to serve. Next item.